Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome back to my craft room. I'm standing among probably still half dozen projects that aren't done, but I decided to make basketball cards because why not? So I used the 12 by 12 collection of basketball and the 6 by 6, and I didn't get my hands on an ephemera pack, but this had stickers and a whole bunch of cut aparts, and then pretty much the same papers, just smaller scale in the 6 by 6. I typically prefer when I'm making cards to use a 6 by 6 because it has smaller patterns, but I wasn't sure I was going to get my hands on this, so I got this on Amazon and then got a hold of a 6 by 6. I can make many more cards. I still have 2 pieces of uncut 12 by 12 paper and 3 pieces of 6 by 6. My issue is they're all the same papers. They're this one right here. And I am making cards for people who are involved in women's basketball. And there were no women. There were no ponytails. There were no... So I kind of took that out. I took the gender out of it and just made it about basketball. And also their referees. So I took out a lot of the... sayings that would be for people just playing and the jerseys and stuff. And the jerseys, pretty much the numbers also referred to men, like when they were, you know, specific ephemera pieces or something. So I just changed it up for women's basketball referees. I mentioned in a video that I want a whistle stamp or ephemera or something, and if anybody has any ideas, let me know. I didn't mean send me yours, just to be clear. Just if you have a whistle that's in a stamp set, then maybe I can find it online. I don't know how this video ends yet, but I need to send these with my husband tomorrow morning, I realized. So I have, I think, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, because I just made one more. And I just want to show you what I have going on. Maybe I'll show you the mess I have in the front room. I have 2 tables, folding tables set up in the front room. Last night was the 4th of July, and so I had stuff spread out. We had the TV blaring, the AC, and the dishwasher going. And Zeus did pretty well till he started to pace. So, you know, we'll see. So anyway, giant mess, but I do need to get these filmed. So maybe before I roll out this video, I'll show you the rest of them. There's also a really good chance I'm going to forget to film them because I almost forgot to film these. So what I did was I used stickers, ephemera. Here I chopped a little sticker and put a piece here. I have a scrap, and then I put it on paper that had a bunch of basketball words. And because these are larger words, I think this is from the 12 by 12. You can see these are smaller basketballs. That's from the 6 by 6 and the bigger ones. I actually, in that paper, I like both. Sometimes the words or the images get too big to make cards. And then on the inside, I have some floorboard. I have scraps on the inside of almost all of these. And then I don't have anything stamped on the inside of any of them, but I might do that. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what types of things they might use them for. They might use them to say thank you to somebody who they traveled with and did all the driving while they got to sleep. They might send them to rookies that are up and coming. Hey, congratulations on that assignment you got, that kind of thing. So this one says basketball rocks and let's go team. And I did have my husband kind of check the different things that I was using and say, yeah, that works. This one says, let's play and team and basketball. And look carefully at this one. This is a paper. It's this paper. And what I did was I set a couple dies on it and then tried to figure out, could I get parts that I would use? And the answer is yes, but it's going to be a lot of work. And so many of the things already said basketball, I didn't really need it to say basketball, but that might be fun if I'm low on the basketball paper. You know how when you first start a collection, you might have so many of the same image that it gets overwhelming, or you can't put them all on the same card because they have the sticker and the same ephemera and then in the paper. Well, maybe down the road when all I have left is floorboards, I'll be excited that I have some of these. And then I could say like basketball thanks or congratulations basketball. I don't know. This is the first year I've done these, so I'm just figuring it out. Okay, so floor paper, a strip of basketballs. This is a sticker from the collection. I did put a tiny bit of paper under the side because it hung off. And then Let's Play was an ephemera card that I trimmed down and put on black. Some of these I used black, gray, because they wear gray shirts. This was washi tape that was in a set that I bought that was this stripe and these basketballs. But the funny thing is, in women's basketball in college, they don't wear black and white striped shirts. So I did try and bring in some gray. So I've got basketball rocks. Then this basketball, I think was on a sticker, and I cut something off of it that I didn't like. So I trimmed around it, and then I put it on foam mount. This washi tape I think is fun, and I probably wouldn't have thought to use it if it hadn't been with the basketballs. But I have silver, and I'm sure I have tons of navy, black. I could probably bring in a lot of other colors. And then the collection name is basketball. So off the branding strip, I cut a whole bunch of those off and used them inside. And sometimes they were dented and dinged, and so I didn't keep the actual ball and net, but I kept the word basketball. Championship, you are awesome. Washi tape, basketball. They might work a championship. They might get assigned a championship. Might be cool for them. Basketball rocks, basketball sticker, #1. Sticker, basketball rocks was ephemera that I cut, not ephemera, but cut aparts that I cut way down and matted on gray. And then this paper is from the smaller, it's from the 6x6 because the shoes are smaller. Basketball rocks, little basketballs. The stars were in here, but you know I have lots of stars too. Swish, there's a whole set of basketball words on the stickers. And for the most part, I haven't used them yet. Are you ready for some basketball and then some stars? And I layered that on black, and I have the shoe right here. The shoe had a nice white border that makes it pop, but if your stickers don't and you need them to be bigger or stand out more, you can put them, like I could have put this on black paper and then fussy cut around it, and it would have popped even more. So that's just an idea. And then you could always foam mount them if you want to go crazy. Basketball champion. This was a cut apart, and I cut it way down so the basketballs would show and it would be smaller. And then on some of them, before I had a plan, and you've seen me do this on other process videos or cards probably, I just layered washi tape. Like I just went through, and same on this one. I just said, I'm going to put some washi tape in the corner and see what happens. So then when I went to decorate it, then I thought later to add it to here, and it gave me a different shape instead of working in the same exact rectangle all the time. And I try and put the washi on first because otherwise, you know, I would have put this in the middle. Work hard, play harder. I toyed with the idea of taking my glaze pen and going around this because it doesn't pop very well where the wood touches the wood. I might also mess it up if I do it, so I don't know. Strip of stickers, and then down here, tiny scrap just to add a little bit more interest and tone down the pattern from the floor so that this stands out better. I'm going to set this aside and think about it. Congratulations on reaching your star. So this is a stamp that I have, and I started pulling out star stamps and sentiments that I thought they might want to use. Basketball life was a sticker in there. That is so true for this group of people, let me tell you. And then here, I kind of wish I would have thought this was the first time I'd used this stamp, maybe ever, but definitely on these cards. And I wish I would have moved this paper up a little. I hadn't decided for sure what I was going to use here or how big it was going to use. And these are just some puffy stars from my collection. If you have these puffy stickers from Joann, be sure to use them. The gold's starting to come off. So the first one I put on there, I had to take off and throw away. Are you ready for some basketball? Eat, sleep, play ball. And then I have a basketball sticker in the middle that I put some paper behind. It was a lot of work to kind of cut between those two shapes and get it. And in the end, does it pop? No, it doesn't. Maybe I should have put that on a circle die cut, like a black circle or a white circle, and then put it on there, or a punch. Basketball champion, scraps. Sometimes scraps make the fun cards, right? So you have your layer. Then I had a scrap of wood, a strip. I put it on there, and then I went, this one will go on it. So That's my excitement for that one. And if I think about it, I'll give you some pictures of my front room. I haven't taken them yet, so I have to take them. So if it gets cleaned up before I remember, then you're out of luck. And then I will try and remember to show you the rest of them. This idea came into my brain, I think, Saturday. I ordered this online. Sunday, I picked up the 6x6. There was a holiday in there, so I did have a lot of time one day, but I don't know what time of the day I started these. It was in the afternoon. I think what you're seeing here is, I don't know, maybe 5 hours, something like that. Now, keep in mind, all the rest of it is prepped. I have all kinds of stuff laid out, ready to go. As my friend Katie would say, I'm ready for production. I just haven't quite finished it. But it doesn't take days and days. And if you just set your mind to it and say, I want to play with that paper, just go start chopping it up. That's what I did. I opened them and looked through them, like this one when we were driving. And then Sunday, I was really tired because we went to the beach. We went a bunch of places. And then I took the 6x6 pad apart while I was watching TV, looked at all the papers, thought about what side I wanted. But I didn't cut the paper or do anything until yesterday. So here it is, Wednesday night, bunch of cards. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing and taking absolutely great care of yourself. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.